Hi! Oh my gosh, wait, this is a perfect time for a ChaCha raid! Wow, we're literally talking about motherhood! That's so funny! Hi, ChaCha, I love you. Hi, Mom! Oh my gosh, ChaCha, I would actually love your views on this. I would love your vibes on this. Like, I really am trying to figure it out. So, I am leaving my company soon, right? I'm leaving my company soon because I want to go back to school, right? And I don't know how long I want to stay in school. Right now, it looks like I'm getting a master's, but what if I want to stay for the PhD, right? What if I love it so much and I don't want to leave and I want to spend some time in school again? So I have a bunch of time still. However, mayhemstever, I'm not gonna have the opportunity to do this for free again in the near future. So do I do it now because it's free and then pay the storage costs the whole time? Or, and knowing full well that I may decide then to have a baby anyway during the years when I wouldn't even need to use those eggs, and then I would just be like, throw them away, I guess. Oh, wait, she's calling? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Hello?
Awa, 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 awa.
Hello!
Am I working now?
Oh my gosh, hi. Okay. How are you? I miss you,
Perfect.
it's been so long.
I love you too. I miss you too. Okay, so repeat that. So what's going on? You're getting an opportunity to get a free PhD? How does that work?
No, okay, so I'm going back to school, right? However, my current company that I'm leaving soon to go back to school offers free egg storage. Now, I'm not like at the point where I need to do that, but it's free. And like,
I see.
I don't know how long I want to stay in school. Like, I haven't actually decided whether I want to go back for 1 year and just get my master's or if I want to be back for a while. So do I freeze eggs? This is such a weird thing to be discussed. Hi, Twitch.tv.
I don't think it's weird. Have you looked up how much it costs to freeze your eggs?
So yes, and it's very location dependent. There are places in the world where you can do it for like very little, but then again, you have to then transport them and like secure liquid nitrogen transport to wherever you want them.
Right.
In the area I'm in now, it's like in the realm of 20,000.
If you take up that offer, does that mean any kind of transfer of those eggs, they're going to pay for it because they started the process, or no?
So I would still have to like pay for transferring if I wanted them somewhere other than where I am. But realistically, I would probably want to just like do that here anyway, so.
Okay, so how much would that be to transfer it? Like what kind of extra money care do you need to put in
So I
for
would budget
the eggs?
5K depending, right? Like let's imagine like my life goes a very different direction. Like so much is happening. Like the age when you would really start needing to have frozen eggs, right? You're like, I don't know, like nearing 40, right? And that's a long way away. So considering that like these might be in storage for up to like, I don't know, let's like for you know, a decade even, right? I would be budgeting about 5,000 in total for retrieval and for the extra storage time.
Have you said how old you are on stream?
No.
Before okay.
I have not.
Okay. Are you worried about timeline?
I don't know.
Because another thing about storing your eggs is that you could, even if you out-aged or whatever ideal age for having baby, you could always go for surrogacy as well.
Oh,
so that's another option. But surrogacy is expensive too. I mean,
yeah.
Paying a surrogate can be anywhere from 30 grand to 100 grand.
I didn't know it
depending.
could be as cheap as 30. That's kind of crazy.
No, I had a sister who was, I had never said this before, but I had a sister who was a paid surrogate and she got paid 30 grand.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. And then they also cover like
To be
all
a
of the
surrogate.
medical bills and like various wellness
Yes.
stuff and yeah.
Correct. Yeah. So that would be something too, is that, yeah, depending on the company that you go with, and I don't know how much surrogacy would cost in the future and everything.
Yeah.
I had another friend who did freeze her eggs, and she gave birth via IVF, and so she really liked freezing her eggs.
Can I ask how old she was when she did that? Both when she froze
Yeah,
and when she had her babies?
She was 25 when she did that.
Oh, see, that's what I've been told is just like, everything is like, just freeze them now. But also, I can't tell what's just like commercials, you know, like, do you trust your hairdresser to tell you when you need a haircut? You know, like I feel like so much of the information that I can find is by clinics, and all of the clinics are like, yes, freeze them immediately, freeze them now, you know?
Right. For her, I know that she actually had 2 babies via IVF with her, and she had 2 boys. And I think she was, shoot, how old was she when she did that?
Did she have
35?
multiples? I know multiples are more common with IVF, or did she just have them in succession?
In succession.
Oh, okay.
So she had 1 boy at like 35 and like another one at like 37, I believe.
Oh.
And so, and she carried them both.
Okay. People talk about the multiples being a bad thing with IVF, but like, oh my god, that sounds awesome, dude. Like, you know, 2 for the price of 1. You only have to do pregnancy once. Like, I know that it would suck. I know.
In principle, it sounds great as a convenience. But in reality, I mean, you know, double the baby, double the immediate stress, especially if you're having like, that's your first baby. I would not want twins as a first baby. Absolutely not.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty rough.
As a first time experience, I mean, maybe your second pregnancy, but like your first, I hope you have a huge support network. I hope you have meals prepped for an entire month in your freezer. You will need them.
What scares me about twins is just the idea of like, how do you feed them? How do you feed 2?
Tandem feeding. Honestly, if I had twins, you know, with the experience that I have now, I could absolutely do tandem feeding, and it would not be hard at all.
She's dual wielding.
Yeah, dual wielding baby. Honestly, at first it would probably be difficult, and you know, it'd be a learning curve. But like after a couple of months, you could probably tandem feed and be no problem.
Okay, this is like, maybe this is not a question on Twitch that I can ask, but like, I know that there is a huge learning curve to feeding, but like, what is it? Because from an outsider's perspective, it does just kind of seem like it comes out of there, you know?
From the breast?
Yeah, and just into the baby. Like, what is the learning? Like, I know that there is like serious, important wisdom that was like lost in the move to formula and needed to be like rebuilt and taught and passed down, and you need to learn, but like, why? Wait.
Sometimes women do have a problem with their supply, and that's why they do formula. So that can be an issue. Sometimes it's the baby that has a tongue tie and they have trouble like suckling correctly. Getting a good latch is really, really, really important. And so if they have a tongue tie,
what is a tongue tie?
So you know the frenulum underneath your tongue?
Yeah.
Okay, so that can be shortened. If that's short, then, you don't have correct, and you can't get the mouth range of motion you need to latch.
Is that common? How does it get fixed?
You would have to cut the frenulum.
Oh.
Yeah, so they have to like, you have to catch it, you know, you have to see like, okay, does my baby have a tongue tie? You'd have to talk to your nurse and check. But like, typically when you go to a hospital, the nurses check with you to make sure that your baby and you have a good latch. And there's also a lot of breastfeeding support within the hospitals. So, I mean, it's typically not a problem. I will say that with my experience with nursing, if your baby is not nursing correctly, you will get mastitis, which sucks. Yeah.
That I know about because like my sister got it and it was a nightmare.
Oh, it's horrible. You have to, sometimes you can get, you know, antibiotics and stuff like that to help. But the way I solved it, and I was on stream with you, and well, I wasn't on stream, but I was talking in chat with you and Minnie and Church. I had a crunchy mom phase. Yeah, and so what I did to fix my mastitis is I massaged all of the lymphatic from that, the inflamed breast, and I also cooled the swelling with a cabbage leaf. So I took cabbage leaves, and that helped to pull, I don't know how, but it actually did help in relieving the swelling from the mastitis that I had.
That's fascinating.
When I was nursing. And then expressing the milk. Like you have to if you want to get rid of mastitis, the milk has to come out, and it has to come down the right passageways so that the infection leaves, so that it gets out of there.
What are the wrong passageways?
Well, you have tons of lymphatic passageways, and typically what happens for mastitis, you have like
does the
a
milk go
node.
in the lymph?
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible. Oh God.
Yeah. You have milk ducts, like literal ducts of milk.
Yeah. Those I know about. Oh, that's horrible. It never occurred to me. I never knew what it was. I just assumed it was like an infection of the milk ducts. I didn't realize it was so much deeper than that.
And so the milk does have to flow out of it in order to get rid of the mastitis. Basically, what you do is you take your own breast and you basically you self-milk yourself.
You express.
Express. That's the word. That's the word. Thank you. But that's pretty common. Like, you basically go to a sink and you express the milk out yourself. Yeah, when I didn't have a pump, there was a time where I was just basically expressing milk, and it was really fast too. Honestly, it was really fast. I could just express the milk out myself faster than a pump could.
Well, I guess people did do that before pumps, but
yeah.
Wow. That sounds rough though. It sounds like painful. Like if you already have mastitis and you have to be like, oh.
Yeah, it is. It can be really painful. But, I mean, as long as your baby's got a good latch, then it really isn't a problem. So that's why breastfeeding correctly is important. And then you can also take your baby and then, like, this is crazy, but you can actually solve the mastitis by having the baby, like, milk in the right position. So basically you rotate the baby in the direction where the pain is flowing from.
Oh,
and so the baby will suction in that line of fluid to get rid of the mastitis.
Oh! Wait, I really love get rotated infant.
Yeah, so you rotate the baby. You rotate the baby in the direction that you need the milk to go through.
Wait, so if you were like kind of a crunchy mom, how long did you breastfeed?
It depends. My eldest, I nursed her for 2 years.
Yeah, my sister kept on nursing for a while because it was before you could get COVID shots for kids.
Yes.
But like there's some transfer of immunity through milk. So
yes.
She was like, I really don't want my kid who already has like asthma to get COVID when they're like 1.5. So we continue.
Yep. You know what the craziest story about breast milk is? Okay, breast milk is so useful. There was one time I got pink eye. Actually, one of the best ways to get rid of pink eye is breast milk.
What?
So I took my own breast milk. Yes, and so I took my own breast milk, and I was able to get rid of the pink eye using my own breast milk.
Is it just like really antimicrobial or something? Like,
yes.
How does that work?
It's really it's amazing. It's amazing.
That's crazy.
And I was able to fix my pink eye in 24 hours.
Oh my god. That's insane.
Yep.
Dude, I had no idea. I knew that it was like important for stuff. But I didn't know that it could like cure pink eye.
Yeah, breast milk is pretty magical that way. What else can this stuff do? Yeah, no, it's pretty cool that way. I think there's something else it can help with, but I can't remember at the top of my head. For sure, it fixed my own pink eye though.
That's awesome.
My kid came home from preschool and I was nursing, I think it was my second child. And I was able to use the breast milk to get rid of my pink eye from that. So really helpful. But yeah, typically 18 months to 2 years is how long I nursed each child, except for my third. She only nursed for 4 months, and
then she was
I got pregnant.
Done. Oh, okay.
So here's another thing too. As long as you are nursing heavily, as long as you are actively nursing, it acts as birth control.
What?
You will not get pregnant if you're nursing.
What?
You will not get pregnant if you're nursing. You will not get pregnant if you're nursing.
Is that like how they used to do it in the olden days?
Yeah. But it's because your body is basically saying, I'm already caring for a baby.
We have enough going on.
We have enough going on. We can't handle a pregnancy at the same time.
That makes so much sense.
As long as you were actively nursing. So my child stopped, my third kid stopped nursing completely at 4 months, and then I immediately got pregnant afterwards. So my kids are back to back. My youngest two are about 13 months apart.
Whoa! What is like the minimum?
Yeah.
Like what's the closest together to? I'm looking it up. Non-twins.
I think it's 11 months apart is what is possible. So Irish twins are a thing.
What are they?
A lot of people, Irish twins, basically a baby that's born a direct year after the last baby you've had.
Oh, okay. So like literally
Yes.
just 1 year apart.
Yes. So instead of 13 months apart, but people still say, oh, so you have Irish twins. I'm like, yeah, kind of. I mean, not technically. But I mean, whenever I go to the store, people ask me all the time if my youngest two are twins because my youngest is actually just a bit taller than my third kid.
My sisters are like 14 months apart. Like they're like really close.
Really close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then
Yep.
like 8 years later, me.
That's funny.
Definitely on
that's
purpose.
a big gap.
Definitely. I was told that I was a pleasant surprise. That everyone was
That's what I
delighted.
told.
That it was a surprise.
That's what I told my
though.
youngest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
surprise, baby.
That's what my youngest remembers. She tells people I wasn't supposed to be born in the happiest little tone, and it's like, no, you were wanted. You were wanted.
You were a surprise,
I promise.
but you were a pleasant surprise.
That's right. Exactly. To answer your question about freezing your eggs, I think that if you're worried about it, if you're concerned about basically out-aging or whatever, and you really want to take advantage, I mean, $20,000 in savings, I mean,
Yeah.
that's a big freaking deal. That's a lot of money. So, I mean, if they take your eggs, they're taking all of them, right? Or is there an option to keep some of them?
No. They just do. So they take like I think it's 15 to 20. They take, and then you're good.
And then the rest are viable?
Yeah, so I could still, so like, if I do this, I can still totally have my own babies down the line. Well, I mean,
Then you
these
should
would
take
be my own
advantage of
babies,
it.
But yeah,
Then you
but
should
that's
take
the
advantage
thing.
of it then.
Really?
You should just do it then. Yeah, you should freeze 15 eggs. I mean, if they're not taking all of your
No.
eggs, if it's like,
They're not just
Yeah.
like scooping your ovaries out with melon ballers.
that's what I'm wondering. I'm just like, how is this working for you? No, I mean, if they're still leaving your eggs, you should just, take it as an extra opportunity.
Just do it, I guess. But they do, there
just
are
do
like
it.
side effects, and you do have to like give yourself injections, which is hard because I'm a little baby. And also, apparently, it gives you like really miserable like morning sickness, basically.
How long do you have to take injections for?
I think it's like over a month. I think it's like a couple months.
A couple of months? Okay.
Yeah, I can
how
get through it. No,
easy?
you're so right.
How easy are the injections to do? Like, is it like one of those like diabetes things where
Yeah,
like
I
you just
think
put
it's-
like a pinprick there and then boop?
I don't know exactly, but I think it's not too bad. It's like anyone who gives themselves any hormone via pen. It's gonna be similar to
I would
that.
take advantage.
Okay.
I would take advantage.
Okay, Frick,
yeah,
we'll
take
do
advantage
it.
of them. It's
We'll do
free.
it.
It's free. Yeah.
We'll store those little prototypes, and someday maybe I will build robots. Thank you. Thank you
you.
for all of
Absolutely.
this. I really appreciate it. I did not expect you to hop on a call, but also it's just really nice talking to you.
Absolutely. No, anytime. Seriously. Yeah, if you have any other questions about mom stuff, I've got you.
Cause like I want babies. I just also it's very hard because there's a lot of other stuff you have to do first.
Yeah, no, there is.
Yeah.
No, I think it's good prep. I think it's a nice plan B or
Okay.
whatever. I think it's smart planning, honestly.
And then if I want to be in, grad school for 100,000 billion years, I can still make robots at the end of it.
No, you could. Yeah. And if you wanted to, like, I'm gonna be so real. Having a baby does change your body permanently.
I know, my sister tells me this all the time. She's like, before you have a child, you have to take naked pictures of yourself because you'll never be the same. And I don't even know what the frick she's talking about, but like, yeah.
So, I mean, I'll reveal the TMI. So, like, your stomach does stretch significantly to hold a human being.
Yeah.
And then, it doesn't just spring back like a rubber band. You do get loose skin, you do get the tiger stripes. But the thing that is mournful, okay, are your boobs.
Oh, I don't have those.
Well, but listen. You will develop them if you get pregnant.
Wait, really?
And here's the thing.
For free?
Yes. For free. You will grow them. You will grow a pair.